This is Microsoft Word again. Now last time we looked at this section here, we saw the functions under each of these tabs. Now in this video we're going to see how to type in Microsoft Word. This white area here is the typing area, and we have to take note of this blinking cursor, this one. Where it's blinking is where the text goes when you type. For example, if I started typing, the text will go where that blinking cursor is. And if I want to type somewhere else, you have to move the mouse, and maybe if I want to type somewhere between these sentences, you just left click there so that the cursor starts blinking there. Then you can type whatever you want to type there. Then if you want to go to another line, for example, if you are typing here and you want to move to the next line, now by default, if you just continue typing, the text will automatically go to the next line as you continue typing. But if we wanted to stop, let's say here, assuming you wanted to stop here and not add any other text to continue typing to the next line, so there are two ways you can do that. One, you can use the enter button. The enter button, you press it once, then the blinking cursor will go to the next line so that you can start typing on that line. The second method is you can move your mouse to where you want to type and then double click. You double click on that area, then that is where the blinking cursor will go. So you start typing there. Even if it's not just after this paragraph, you can even scroll down and double click anywhere, then you start typing there, leaving all the space in between. Now if you want to go back to the previous line, we use the backspace button. The backspace button helps us to delete what we've typed. Assuming I wanted to remove this text, you click in front of the text you want to delete, not behind it like this, but in front of it, in front of the last letter. Then you press backspace. So if you continue pressing backspace, the cursor will move up to the previous line, like that, like that, like that. Yeah, up to there. So if I press backspace again, it will go to the previous line. If I keep pressing it, then it will start removing the letters behind the blinking cursor. So let me put back the letters. That's how we use backspace. Then the other thing is selecting text. This is very important. Now we can apply effects to each of these texts, these words. But to do that, you have to first select the word or the sentence or the whole paragraph where you want to apply an effect. So this is how to select. You go behind the word you want to select, then you click and drag. So you press the left mouse button, then you drag up to where you want. If I want to stop there, I can stop there. If I want to continue, I can come back, then drag up to the end of the sentence. Then after selecting the text, I can apply any effect I want. So the effects that are here, we shall be looking at each of these effects. You can change color, you can change effects, you can change size, fonts. So you can do anything you want. You can even click backspace, and then the text will go away. Now if I want to undo what I have done, you can press Ctrl Z, or you come here, this button here. So I'm going to click undo, then the program will undo the change that I've just made. So you can even keep clicking it, then the program will be undoing the previous changes that you did to the document. So I'm selecting all this space, and then I'm going to press backspace to go back to the last one. So I've removed all the space below. So that is one way of selecting. Then another way of selecting, if you want to select a single word, let's say I want to select the word come, you can just come to the word and then double click in it. So the word will be selected. Just double click in whichever word you want to select. If you want to select a whole sentence like this one, if I wanted to select it quickly without clicking and dragging, maybe you have troubles with your mouse, you come here just behind the sentence, then you move behind slowly until the cursor changes. Are you seeing the cursor? Until it changes to an arrow, then you click. So the whole sentence will be selected just like that. Now this helps it, especially in cases where when you have troubles with your mouse. I can do it again here. Just come to this text, move behind, select it. Also do it here, move behind, select the whole sentence. Then if you want to select the whole paragraph, the whole of this is what you do. You can click before the first letter on the paragraph, you drag down up to the last letter. So that is another way of selecting. So you can move behind the first letter, we click, the whole sentence will be selected. If you want to click select just one word, you go to the word and double click it, it will be selected. Now there's another way to select text. This is what you do. You move behind the first letter of the section that you want to select. Then when the cursor is clicking there, you press the shift key. Then you press the right arrow. So you keep pressing it, then the text will be selected. So you keep pressing, it will move down. It will go on moving down like that to the next line like that. An easier way of doing that, you can just click the down arrow. Down arrow, it will quickly jump to the next line, next line, next line like that. Then I can click the right arrow to continue. Then if you press the up arrow, selection will go up, selection will be moved to go upwards like that. So this is also another way of quickly selecting text without having to click and drag. So that is how we select text. Then if you want to remove the selection, assuming you had selected text, let's say I had selected this. To remove the selection, you just click anywhere once. You can even click in the same sentence, or you can click away from the sentence. Then the selection will go away. Then examples of ways how the selection can be important. Let's say I wanted to remove this sentence here and put it, let's say, at the end here. This is what I can do. You select the whole sentence up to where it stops. Then I can cut it. Then you come to the end here, right click and paste. So you right click, you can right click on the selection, cut the selection and paste it somewhere else. I'm going to undo that by pressing Ctrl Z or coming to this button here. Yeah, so it has come back here. You press it until what you want to undo is undone. Another reason why you would want to select text, you could also copy text. You select all of it, then right click, then you say copy, and then maybe you can come at the end of just this line here, then right click and paste. So that is a quick way of repeating text without having to retype it. Even if I wanted to, let me delete this. Even if I wanted to repeat all of these sentences, I can just, instead of having to type them again here, what is a command, that would be very tiresome. What I can do is I just select all the text, right click in it, copy, then come to the next line, or I come to the end of this sentence, then I press enter. Then I right click and paste. So it has been pasted below the first one. So that is a quick way of repeating paragraphs without having to retype them. So I'm going to click undo to undo that. How we have looked at how we use the enter button and the backspace button and the purpose of selecting text. We can also use the selection text to replace text very quickly. For example, if I wanted to replace this text, all of this text, with maybe a single letter, let's say I'm going to replace all this text with letter B. So you just type B and all of it is replaced by that letter. So I'm going to click undo again to bring it back. Okay. So that is how we work with text. Another thing that is important to look at is undoing. We have looked at undoing. It maybe you do something by accident, assuming I select this and then press backspace, it goes out. Then I realize, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You can go to this button and you press it. Then you can also press Ctrl Z to undo what you've just done, and you can even do that so many times. For example, since I started applying changes to this document, this is what I've done. So you can maybe choose to undo up to maybe when you create something, or undo up to when you typed some words. Then when you click, it will undo up to that point. You can also redo what you've just done. You press this button. Now, or to redo what you've undone, you can also press Ctrl Y. So that is one way of redoing what you've undone. But I'm going to click this button to remove it. So undoing and redoing helps us to undo, as the name suggests, things that we've done by accident. Then yeah, that is basically it. That is how we type in Microsoft Word. Thank you.